Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and you can see that I have got cards on the tarot table and a reading that is underway. I was happily recording, and then the camera suddenly stopped. It's never happened to me before, but today it decided to do that, and so we're part ways through a reading with the Pulp Tarot, and it's an interesting reading. The cards have been interesting, so I'm just going to start it again. You're going to have to trust me that I did shuffle, and this is real, and I haven't got very far into it, so I'm going to pick up at the beginning again, and it is to do with Meghan's appearance. And I'm not body shaming in this reading. I don't want to insult her, but she is giving off quite scary vibes for me personally in Germany. Very thin, especially in that little shorts outfit that she's wearing with the bloomer style bottoms and those skinny legs sticking out underneath. She's very wrinkly. Her neck is quite scary. There's lots about her that's scary. She seems to have lost an enormous amount of weight. I have looked at that before. I have looked at her just generally in her mental state before. I'm looking now very closely at her physical state. Is she okay? She has commented before when she was in my own country, South Africa, that nobody asked her if she's okay. I am here today with the Pulp Tarot to ask if she's okay, particularly physically. We speculate that she might be hoping to get some kind of influencer gig, a wellness thing, and looking like she's looking right now. I wouldn't want to be buying products that she's pushing, wellness type of products. Somebody posted a very unkind critique of her claim to be at the Invictus Games. It was very personal, very nasty. I'm not going to read it, but talking about her face, they said some of her face looks like wax, maybe too much filler. Her teeth, they commented about her teeth, they commented about her personally. I'm not going to get into it here. As I say, I don't want to body shame and be cruel. But something's off in my opinion, and also according to the tarot. And let's remind you, it's just tarot for fun and entertainment, or opinion, speculation. Read energy, and a disclaimer in the box below. But the underlying energy that came out for me in this reading was the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And Pentacles rule the body, the physical body, as well as money, of the obvious thing of money and abundance. But the body, and somebody who may be, according to the tarot, losing control, things spinning out of control with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is why I'm doing the reading and why it was interesting enough for me to stick with this spread that I'd started recording and just repeat the first few cards. The central issue that came up is the Ten of Wands. This is the what's going on with her physically. And Ten of Wands is not a happy card. It's a card of suffering, of burden, of reaching the end of your tether with something, really. Being very alone, feeling very criticized, suffering. It's a suffering card, and it's reaching that tipping point of going over the edge from healthy weight loss, healthy focus, healthy exercise, to over-exercising, maybe under-eating, maybe too much tweaking, going to a plastic surgeon maybe, and getting too much done, too much work done. It's too much, and it's reaching a point of all fall down with the Ten of Wands. That's the heart of this reading, and what in particular is causing her trouble. And we got the Ten of Cups in reverse, so two tens, which are ending type of cards, and we're reaching a critical point in her journey. Her sense of self, because this kind of weight loss may be over-reliance on weight loss drugs, and hence the rather baggy bottoms that she's wearing. Some of those weight loss drugs have very unfortunate physical consequences, which we don't want to go into. But the Ten of Cups in reverse, let's have a look at this card again, because what I was just noticing as I noticed the camera wasn't recording anymore, was that it's Invictus Games. It's people in sports outfits, matching shirts, that teams, and it's in reverse. She's not in her natural environment. She's not sporty like her great rival, the Princess of Wales. She's not naturally sporty. I don't think she understands sport. I don't think she plays sport. She could have been there in what I would call here a tracksuit. She could have been there in workout gear. Trainers and just looking relaxed and normal instead of that weird pantsuit, the short suit, and it would have looked more comfortable and blended in better with the people around her, but she doesn't seem to know how to do that. So that's the first thing that came to me with the Ten of Cups. The second thing is, of course, the greater unhappiness that the Ten of Cups in reverse signifies, that she herself is desperately unhappy. Her family life is not working out. Her marriage is not working out. Her relationship with her children might not be working out. We're going to look at that in the next reading. Where are they? What's going on there? But terrible unhappiness at the heart of this reading, and unhappiness that gives me anxiety looking at these cards. 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups in reverse. Terrible. What's at the root of this unwellness? Because I can say that word as a tarot reader when I see these cards on the tarot table. What's at the root of this? What's causing it? Four of Swords. There she is. It's very Meghan looking, this person in this bed. The Four of Swords is defeat, heartache. You followed the Three of Swords with its heartache, its defeat, its loss. And you've now reached the point of pain and having to come to terms with your pain, having to heal yourself. You're going to have to go retire from the public eye and rest and recover and meditate and pray and do all of those things. I would say not things that she's particularly good at. Someone who's very keen on being out in the public eye, seeking attention. She should really have disappeared and rested and recovered, but she can't allow herself to do that. So she's forcing herself out in the public when she's actually not ready for it. She might have behind the scenes, and I'm speculating wildly, have had some kind of narc collapse in recent months. And now she's trying to push through it and put herself back into circulation in places that she's not comfortable with, this Ten of Cups, in that sports environment. Also, she seems to be uncomfortable around people with disabilities, and that's my personal opinion of her interactions. She doesn't seem to have a natural affinity for people she might find uncomfortable to be with. She's not a Diana in that sense. She's faking it, and she looks uncomfortable. And the Four of Swords tells me that she is uncomfortable. What's her goal with putting herself out there and in the way that she is, in the way that she looks? Two of Cups. She wants to convey the image that they're just perfectly in love with each other still. The dream continues. The great love story, the greatest love story ever told, is going on. And there's been a lot of clutching and hand holding. We haven't seen that for a long time. So she's desperate to send out this image of the two of them as two lovebirds. And of course she's all sexy with the dress that's unbuttoned to her navel that she wore yesterday when she made her speech, and these little shorts and everything. Look at me, how hot I am. And he's hot for me, and all of this kind of nonsense. But that's what's on her mind. Painful to watch because it's so fake, it's so cringe. It looks so, in my opinion, sick. So what's been going on in the past, physically particularly, but whatever the universe wants to tell us. Two of Pentacles. It looks like in this card she's been doing a lot of working out. She's been trying to balance things, juggle things, busy. She's been trying to lose weight. She's been trying to make deals. She's been trying to be seen out and about. And get back in with the A-list people. She's been burning the candle at both ends, you could say, with that Two of Pentacles. She's been working very hard to keep things to keep all those plates spinning. It's the juggler card, the Two of Pentacles. Keep those plates spinning, keep everything going round and round. But as we know from the underlying energy of the Four of Pentacles in reverse, she's not succeeding. And we know it also from these central cards, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups in reverse. She is in trouble. But she's been working very hard to get these deals, to merch herself, to get out there, show herself. Look at me, she's in shorts here, much better fitting shorts, and those beautiful athletic dancer kind of legs that Our Lady in the Two of Pentacles has got, not Meghan's legs or pins, as the Daily Mail would call them. But she's been, I think, really working out very hard. Anyway, that's just the sensation I'm getting from that card. What's coming next? Is she going to improve, get healthier? That's, again, my amateur diagnosis. Or is she heading down some dangerous paths here? What's going to happen? I got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords is unhealthy behavior, usually in a criminal sense, but we're not talking about that here. Getting away with stuff when it's upright. In it, reverse, it's having to admit something. So it looks like she's going to have to admit something, perhaps just to herself, about what's going on with her health, her appearance, whatever. But there's something that she's not going to be able to get away with. If she's been doing unhealthy things in order to lose weight, if she's medicating, if she's secretly smoking, drinking, doing drugs, overdoing it with something like Ozempic, it's going to catch up with her in the near future, and she's going to have to deal with it. It's coming up for discussion and review. Sevens are always halts, pauses, thinking, taking stock kinds of energy, and this is looking at something that she might not have wanted to look at in the past, but she's going to be forced to look at it with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Down here, self-image. How does she view herself? How does she see herself right now? King of Cups. She thinks she's beautiful. She's very attractive, adorable. People are going to look at her and swoon. The King of Cups is very debonair, as you can see. That 1950s kind of vibe. The old film star. It's kind of oozing charm and class. In the days when they made movies where men dressed like that and women swooned over them. So she honestly thinks she's just sensational. So it's a bit dysmorphic, perhaps. That is something that's going on like this. So the sexy, there's the sexy, here's the sexy. What pressure is she under? So she's not seeing it yet. She's going to be seeing it in the near future. What pressure is she under? The environment. We've got the Fool in reverse. She wants to rebrand herself. She wants to start herself over again in a sort of an innocent and playful way, and have a lot of fun, be seen to be fun and young and enthusiastic, but it's not happening. People aren't buying into it. People aren't falling for it. She's under a lot of pressure. I think she's under pressure from aging. I don't normally get that vibe from the Fool, but the Fool is very young energy. It's the start of the major arcana. It's the start of the great journey. It is young energy. It's Aries. It's that kind of energy. She's in reverse. She's aging. She can't relate. She's not relatable when it comes to the young mother. She's not a young mother. Young mothers are in their 20s. She's in her 40s. She can't wear the kinds of clothes that she might have wanted to be wearing. She's dressing in a very matronly way most of the time now, except for these short suits that she should please not be wearing. So she's got problems with aging, and who's her target audience? Who's she trying to relate to? That's the problem, and the starting herself all over again. There's troubles with that. Hopes and fears for her, our girl at the moment. Got the King of Wands. She's coming across very masculine in this reading. She's hoping that She can inspire people. She can be seen as creative and sexy again. Wands, very sexy, very desirable, very powerful, very charismatic, creative, interesting, fascinating. Bit of a devilish energy in this King of Wands in this tarot deck, interestingly. It's quite a dark tarot deck, obviously. But she's wanting to be powerful and attractive and charismatic and a leader and strong. That's what she's hoping for. How is this going to play out as far as influencing Instagram, all of that kind of stuff? This physical decline that I'm seeing and that a lot of people are commenting on, what is going to happen for her brand? Yeah, it's not going to go well. Queen of Wands, the matching queen to this King of Wands, what she's hoping is coming out in reverse. So it's not going to go down well. She's not going to be able to influence. The Queen of Wands is the ultimate influencer of the tarot deck. It's not going to happen. People are going to look at her as they are looking at her now, critically. I mean, that drive-by stunt, I was going to say another word, the drive-by stunt, the burger joint, didn't go down well. No Photoshop used. Neil Sean claims that his head's going to roll because the Photoshop button wasn't pressed before the picture was released. Those wrinkles there for all the world to see, the bad skin tone, all the rest of it. Not going to happen. She's in trouble. Her brand is in trouble. And she herself is in trouble. And I say that because of the Seven of Swords in reverse coming up for her to deal with. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse sitting under this whole reading. Big trouble, loss of control. And she needs to wake up and she needs to do something about it that pretty soon. That's your reading. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.